He was rejected by every academy, ignored by scouts, told he was too small, too slow, too ordinary to ever touch a Premier League pitch, and yet he refused to stop. Every muddy field in England, every rain-soaked evening, every quiet hum of distant stadium lights became his proving ground, a private arena where only failure and determination battled. He watched Messi weave magic on global stages, Ronaldo thunder down sidelines, and wondered, why them and not him? Every miss, every defeat, every mock of spectators etched itself into his bones, yet he trained again, faster, harder, hungrier. Records show most boys would have quit after a single rejection. Those who knew him recall him scribbling drills on crumpled papers, juggling balls in empty streets, dreaming aloud to no one, imagining a day his name would rise above the greatest. And then, silence. The world wasn't ready yet for Jamie Vardy's story. Before you scroll past, imagine being told you'll never make it, every door closing in your face, yet choosing to fight anyway. Hit that subscribe button and watch this unfold. Because stories like this aren't just about football, they're about relentless men who refuse to let the world define them. Stick around, feel the struggle, celebrate the triumph. And when Vardy's name finally echoes above Messi and Ronaldo, you'll understand what true perseverance really looks like. He sprinted across the empty pitch, mud-caked boots thudding against the ground, chasing a dream no one believed in, heart hammering like a drum, every breath whispering a promise. Keep going, no matter what. The laughter of boys in the distance echoed cruelly. Never good enough, yet he ignored it. Eyes locked on a goal only he could imagine, a vision brighter than stadium lights, bigger than trophies he had yet to earn. Doors slammed at every youth academy, coaches shaking their heads, dismissing him as too small, too ordinary, too late to matter, but he grabbed scraps of paper and scribbled drills no one else would bother to learn. Rain soaked his shirt, clinging to his skin, but he practiced alone, juggling the ball against cracked walls, imagining crowds, imagining glory, imagining Messi and Ronaldo as benchmarks, shadows he chased but could never touch. Yet, streetlights flickered as he ran laps through puddles, every step a rebellion, every breath a declaration. No closed door, no harsh word, no repeated failure could snuff out the fire inside him. Night after night, he copied professional moves from grainy TV screens, listening to the ball thud like a heartbeat, whispering to himself, one day someone will notice, one day the world will see. He fell repeatedly, knees scraped, skin bruised, yet each scar was a map, each failure a lesson, and he rose from the mud faster, sharper, hungrier than before, driven by a silent promise to never quit. Have you ever tried again when everyone told you it was impossible? He did, over and over. And still, no one watched, no one cheered, yet he kept running, training, imagining a crowd that didn't yet exist. Bitter winds licked his face, lights from distant stadiums twinkled like unreachable stars, and he pictured the raw, Messi and Ronaldo in spirit beside him, an invisible competition, pushing him forward with every imagined goal. Every schoolyard game ended the same. He scored, assisted, yet no one noticed, and he learned to measure success by personal victories, small triumphs invisible to others, a quiet rebellion against a world that doubted him. Coaches dismissed him, scouts ignored him, streets whispered it too, but he smiled through the doubt, turning every rejection into fuel, every closed door into a step forward, knowing persistence mattered more than applause. Have you ever felt invisible in your field? Imagine being unseen, unheard, every effort ignored. That was his life, and still, he trained, ran, kicked, pushed harder than anyone thought possible, chasing a dream bigger than himself, rain mixed with sweat as he ran drills alone, imagining stadiums alive, trophies shining, faces of doubters watching in disbelief. And he smiled quietly, knowing the fire in him could not be extinguished, not by any failure. Every glance from passers-by, every skeptical murmur, every raised eyebrow became part of the soundtrack of his life, shaping him quietly, forging persistence, discipline, and a hunger the world could not yet comprehend. And in the silence, between echoes of failure and imagined cheers of the future, he whispered, "Try again, 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 until no one can ignore you, until your story is undeniable, until your name is finally known." He ran across the empty pitch, mud sticking to his boots, heart racing, lungs burning, but he didn't stop. Every step felt like a fight against the world, telling him he wasn't good enough. Boys laughed from the other side of the field, shouting, "You'll never make it." But he didn't care. He just kept his eyes on the ball, on the goal, on something only he could see. Every academy he tried turned him away. Too small, too slow, too ordinary. Every door slammed in his face, but he didn't give up. He found scraps of paper and drew his own drills, learned moves no one taught him. Rain soaked his shirt, and the ball slipped under his feet. But he kept juggling, kept practicing. In his head, the crowd was cheering. Messi and Ronaldo were his benchmarks, the players he dreamed of matching one day. He ran through puddles, feet splashing, lungs screaming, but every step made him feel alive. It wasn't just practice, it was proving to himself that failure wouldn't stop him. At night, he'd watch old games on TV, copying every dribble, every pass, every strike. The ball bouncing in his room was like a heartbeat, reminding him he still had a chance, still had time. He fell a lot, skinned knees, scraped hands, bruises, and each time he got up, faster, harder, determined. He learned that pain was temporary, but giving up was permanent. Have you ever felt invisible? Like no one sees your effort, no one notices your fight? That's exactly how he felt, every single day. But he still ran, still trained, still dreamed. The wind was cold, lights in the distance shining like stars he couldn't reach. He imagined the roar of the crowd, the excitement of scoring a goal, Messi and Ronaldo in his head, pushing him forward. Every match in the schoolyard ended the same. He scored, he assisted, nobody noticed, and yet he celebrated inside, because even small victories mattered when the world refused to recognize you. Coaches didn't believe in him, scouts didn't call, friends whispered doubts, and still, he smiled through it. Every no became fuel. Every rejection made him stronger, faster, hungrier. Persistence was his weapon. Have you ever kept going when everyone doubted you? When it felt like the world was against you? That's what he did. Day after day, kick after kick, step after step. Rain and sweat ran down his face as he practiced alone, imagining stadiums full of fans, trophies in his hands, and the faces of doubters, frozen in surprise. He smiled quietly to himself. He knew the fire inside him couldn't die. Every look, every whisper, every doubtful voice around him only made him push harder. Nobody could see what was forming inside him. Discipline, courage, persistence, a hunger no one could touch. And in the silence, he whispered to himself, "Try again. One more time. Keep going. Keep fighting. One day they'll notice. One day they'll see. One day your story will matter." You've felt ignored, dismissed, or like no one believes in you. But hear this. Your persistence matters more than anyone's doubt. Keep pushing, keep trying, and one day your effort will change everything in your life.